I hope your week is off to a good start. We have another Optimus Prime build video coming at you today on BrickScale Studio. Welcome back to BrickScale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm grateful to have you here. And today we will be working on the lower left leg again. So in the last few videos, we've been working on the feet and the legs for Optimus Prime. And a couple episodes ago, we completed the left foot and the left lower leg, sort of the skeleton of the lower leg. And today we're going to be adding sort of like, I guess, muscle and skin to the lower left leg. So we'll be building that up, adding details. So very cool there. So let's get into the build video and then we can talk about it after.
Autobots, roll out.
Okay, so we are in pack 8 and we've got some pretty big parts here. So we're going to be continuing with the left leg. We're going to be adding some of these elements to the left leg that we've already built. So to start out with, let's see, we need, 801, 22, and 34. Here we go. So these are just little mesh panels here. This is all metal, by the way. Oh my goodness. This is another heavy part pack. All right, so what we're going to do is take this mesh piece, and it is going to go right here like this. And then we're going to take this piece to hold it in, just like so. And this is glue. So let me grab my glue here. And we're just going to pop some glue on these pegs. And then this is just going to go right like so. All right, I think that is set up enough for now. So next we need 8-03. It's going to go right in like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. And that's going in with the PWM 2x6, the silver screws. Because even though this black piece is plastic, the blue one is metal. So we are going into metal. So, all right, that is the last one. So that is looking like that from this side. And then you can see we have that mesh in there. Okay, so now we need part 32. And interesting, so this says L1 and this says number 1 on the top here. So that's going in just like so. And it's going in with PWB 2x6x8. And we got 2 in. So now we need 10, which is this piece, 13, which is this piece, and 11, which are these 2 pieces. All right, so we're sliding these pieces, and you're just matching the angle here. And that's going in like that. And then this is going on just like so. All right, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and that's the last one. All right, and we are going to take this and this. And there are these 2 little pegs here. This goes down here. And this is going on with the flange screws. And there's 2. Now we need this big piece. And I'm going to turn this over. So this is going to go like this. And it's going to go over this side, and we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's the last one there. Now we need some of these 3x8s. Okay, and we're using more of our toothy washers. So we are going here and here. All right, and then the other one is going in here. All right, actually that went in pretty good. All right, cool. All right, now we turn it over, and we need a 2.6.8. And we're going down here in this bottom hole. All right, so that is that unit. So we're going to set this aside. So we need another piece of mesh. So we need that, and we need that. Turn this over. So that's going there, and then again, we are putting this right here. Let's get our glue again and try not to glue our fingers together. I think this time I am just going to Alright, I'm going to set that aside. And then we're going to bring over this piece. This one is marked L2. And it's going to go in just like so. And we're going to use the PWM 2x6. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 8. Alright, last one. Now we need this behemoth, which is labeled number 2. Yeah, this one is labeled number 1. So this one is number 2, and it is going to go just like so. Oh, hold up. A little gasket here. Alright, I guess it's more of a bushing than a gasket. Let's see, and it's going to go right down in here. So now, this is going to go on. Just like so. And we're using the silver screws again, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is going to be like this one. We're going to do like 8, and then we're going to do a couple other things. All right, that's the last one. Now we want 2 of these. All right, and they're going to go here and here. All right, now we want to flip it over, and we need a PB 2.6.8. Okay, perfect. So now we need to bring back our leg. Ooh. So here's our leg. We want this way. And we want the piece labeled number 1. So that's this piece. So that is going on just like so. And those are going in with 2.6 0.3 by 8. All right, there we go. Now we just flip it around, and now we have this piece, and it is going on just like so. And we're going with the 3 by 10. Now, I'm not going to go all the way tight because I feel like there's some movement in there. It's like once I get the corners, then we can, yeah. All right, that was the last one. Now we need our A16. That is that piece. And we might as well get the next set out here, which is this one and this one. Alright, so this one, so bring this back over. So that's going to go in just like so. And we're using the PWM 2x6. Alright, that's 4. Alright, let me just pop that over there for a second. Now we need these two pieces. So this is going like so. This is going like so with... So there are these bigger notches here that point to the side. Those are going up at the top, just like so. And that's going in with the PWM 2x6. Alright, that is attached. Now we need 17 and 9 is going to be this piece and this piece. So we want to take this like so. So this one has 2 holes at the top and then 3 at the bottom. We want the holes, so that's going like so. And we are doing 4 of the 3x8s. Alright. So these pieces are looking like so. Okay, now... So that's going to go on like so, and again we're using our 3x8s. Alright, that is in. So it's looking like that. Okay. Now we bring back our foot. And this. It's going on like so. Alright, so that is in. So we need 4 more. Alright, and these are going in on the sides. Okay, there. And there. Okay, I'm going to turn it over and we'll do the 2 on this side. Alright. Huh. Alright, you really got to push that down till it clicks in. Alright, now we are going to be putting on some decoration or some things to hide all of our screw holes that are left over. So we need 825. Oh my gosh, it's buried under here. Alright, and this is just a press to fit, it says. Yes, I would agree with that. Alright, now we need 820 and 821. so these are going to go... Okay, that one's on that side. And now we'll get this one in over here. That one is in on that side. Awesome. Alright, so we need parts 3 and 4, which are right here. Let's see, number 3, number 4, and we have these little magnets that we need to put in there, and I believe the hardest part is going to be oh, not too bad actually. Sometimes the hardest part when you get these magnets is getting them apart. Right. So yes, we want to put a little glue. And then it doesn't say that we have to worry about polarity, so I'm obviously not going to use my tweezers to put these in. There we go. So we're just going to let those chill for a minute before we move on. So let's just set those aside. So we need 2 of those. So while we're waiting for our little thing to dry here, we're going to switch over to the back of the leg. And we are going to put this piece in. So that's going to go in just like so. Alright, perfect. This piece is going to go just like that. Alright. Okay, now we need this piece and this piece. And then we're going to need this piece. Alright, so this piece is going like so. That's going on there like that. And it's, yeah, it says we can put some glue on there, but I just pushed it in and it is not coming out. Alright, this one I might put a little glue on these. Alright, so while we give that a second to dry, let's go back to our magnet pieces, which should be ready to go. So number 4. There we go. So there is a pin on here, and then there is a hole. So you just line up the pin, and that will just sit right in there, like so. Alright, now we have this piece. So we are still on the back here. Alright, so this piece is going to clip into these 2 slots, just like so. And then this piece is going to go right on this little locator here, this little lug here. And that should just push right on. It does. It is a tight fit. Okay. Now we want to turn this over this way. We have this piece. Alright, so while that dries, let's take a look at this piece. And that should go Alright. These really click in there very, very difficult. So it sounds like it's breaking, but it's really not. You're just clipping those in. All right, and then we have this piece. And this piece. All right, so we are going to take this and put it right on there. And then that is going to go in with a couple of these screws. There is 2. And that is going to go right in here. It says there are 2 holes that assembly K slides into as the foot extends. Push the foot up or down to align the holes. So yeah, right now it won't go in, so... Oh, there we go. They are aligned. Alright, now let's see if we can... Where are we going? Here we are. See if we can put this in, if this has finished setting. So it's not going to be... There we go. All right, so this is the left leg. I mean, it is ginormous and it is heavy. All right, so just for giggles, let's see if our lights still work. And they do. All right, so that is it for the scale model side. Let's move over to the Lego side.
Autobots, roll out.
All right, here we are on the Lego side. So last time we finished this lower leg and we attached the 4 tires. So we're going to start working on the feet in this episode. So we kind of did some extra steps in the last 3 episodes. So to get us back on track, we are going to be doing 14 steps instead of 17 steps, just to get us back on track with our step count. So we're doing steps 191 through 204. All right, that is up to step 204, so we have a start on a foot, just like so. So that is the end of the Lego portion. All right, let's recap here. Okay, so for the Lego side, we started on this foot, and then on the scale model side, we attached all of the exterior plating onto this left leg. So that does it for episode number 12. That was Optimus Prime's lower left leg. So what did you think about that? I thought it was a pretty good build, and I think the leg looks amazing. Also, as we saw in the sort of recap portion, yeah, just the foot and lower leg of the scale model is bigger than the entire Lego version. But as I've mentioned before, the Lego version, when it is complete, will actually transform into a semi-truck, whereas the scale model does not transform. It's just Optimus Prime as the robot. But it does have lights and sounds, which the Lego version does not. So they've both got different things going for them. Let's get into our summary really quick. On the scale model side, we have a few more steps than we've had in the last couple episodes. 41 steps and 37 parts. On the Lego side, 20 steps and 37 parts. So total to date for the scale model, 443 steps and 535 parts. And on the Lego side, 282 steps and 810 parts. All right, so Thursday we have a Titanic progress video coming up. So if you've missed any of the videos in the last month and you want to get caught up on Titanic, Thursday's your chance. And then Saturday, we should have a new Batmobile video. I know that it's kind of crazy that there may be another parts constraints because we thought we were going to be getting all the parts that were on back order with our last shipment, but we did not. So, spoiler alert, there might be some more problems, but check out Saturday, and I'll fill you in on all the details then. Be sure to check out our website, BrickScaleStudio.com. There's some new and used Lego sets in our shop that are for sale. We have links to all the YouTube videos, plus a chance to sign up for our newsletter, which will be launching this fall. Just a monthly newsletter, no big deal. And until we see each other again, remember to like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. We're trying to reach those subscriber milestones so we can do more Lego giveaways. And until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you very soon.